Wake up at 4:30 am, cold shower, ice pack on the face while doing stomach crunches, strict obsessive lifting routine, perfect skin, total unending control. If you have spent even 5 minutes on the self improvement side of YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. You have seen the edits, you have heard the slow down funk music. The name is Patrick Bateman, the ultimate blueprint for modern Sigma male. To a lot of young guys watching, he looks like the final boss of discipline. He does not care about distraction. He's in peak physical condition. He dresses flawlessly and he moves through the world completely detached from other people's opinion. He looks alpha, he looks elite. But here's the cold hard truth we need to talk about. A whole generation of young men looking for structure, discipline, and a way to build themselves just accidentally chose a literal loser as their ultimate role model. We fell for aesthetic, completely missed the point of the story, and in doing so, a lot of guys are adopting a mindset that does not make them stronger, it just makes them miserable. Let's break down exactly why this happened, why Patrick Bateman is a warning sign rather than an inspiration, and what real strength looks like. First, let's be fair. Let's look at why this character resonates so deeply with the young guys today. We live in a world that feels incredibly chaotic. It's harder than even to buy a house. The job market feels like a lottery. Social media constantly shows everyone in the highlight reels on a face, and modern dating can feel completely broken. When everything outside of you feels chaotic and out of your control, the natural human instinct is to look for a shield. You look for a way to protect yourself, and along comes this character, Patrick Bateman. And what does he represent? Hyper control. When you watch his morning routine, it looks like the ultimate form of self mastery. He has mastered his body, his appearance, his environment, and his emotion. He represents a version of reality where nothing can hurt you because you simply chose not to feel anything. The internet turned him to Sigma male, the guy who does not need society, does not need validation, and stand entirely on his 2 feet. For a young guy trying to figure out how to be a man, how to build a chiseled physique, or how to get his finances together, that hyper focused lifestyle looks incredibly appealing. It looks like the answer to the chaos. You think if I can just become a machine like that, nothing can touch me. But here's a massive problem. The internet didn't give you the real character. The internet gave you the heavily edited 15-second filter version of a character designed specifically to be a joke. If you actually sit down and read the book American Psycho or watch the movie, you realize within 10 minutes that the message is the exact opposite of what the meme shows you. Patrick Bateman is not a leader. He's not an alpha, neither a sigma. He's sure as hell is not independent. He's a carbon copy cog in a corporate machine, and he's completely utterly consumed by what other people think of him. Think about the most famous scene in the entire movie, the business card scene. A group of wealthy hollow men sitting around a table, showing off their slightly different shades of the white business card. Bateman does not just sit there with cool and detached. He literally starts sweating, his hands shake, and he experiences a full blown existential crisis because another card guy has a suitable watermark and a better font. Is that strength? Is that a man who does not care about validation? No, it's a man who has zero internal identity. Batman has no soul, no actual personality, no genuine beliefs. His entire existence is fragile, hollow mask built on consumerism, luxury brands, and desperate agonizing to fit in the elite. He especially needs the story. There is an idea of Patrick Bateman, some kind of abstraction, but there is no real me. I'm simply not there. When you idolize that, you are not idolizing discipline, you are idolizing emptiness. You are idolizing a man who is insecure that if his co workers' books are better, that his co worker is better than him. The vile and absurd in the story are not a sign of power, They are a pathetic, desperate reaction of a man whose fragile fake identity is constantly slipping. The core mistake we make right now is confusing aesthetic with substance. There is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting the things on the surface of that aesthetic. Wanting a sharp chiseled physique, that's great. It takes more months and year and heavy dumbbell training, bodyweight workout and strict nutrition. Wanting a clean organized room, a solid morning routine or a sharp sense of style. They are excellent habits. They build self-respect. But the online trends tells you that to get those things, you also have to adopt the personality. It tells you that you need to be cold, you need to be detached, you need to view everyone around you as either an obstacle, an enemy, or an object to be used. It tells you that empathy is a weakness and being a lone wolf is the only way to survive. But let's look at where this mindset actually leads you in real life. It does not lead to power, it leads to isolation. When you treat life like a dark, gritty competition where you can't trust anyone and you refuse to show vulnerability or genuine human connection, you don't become a Sigma, you just become lonely. You build a prison around yourself and call it fortress. True discipline is not about being numb. True strength is not about looking at other people with contempt. It takes zero effort to shut down, act cold, and pretend you don't care about anything. That's actually the easy way out because it protects your ego from ever being rejected or hurt. What takes real courage is staying disciplined, building body, building the actions, taking up the action, and still having the strength to care, to protect others, and to build real, genuine relationship. So, where do we go from here? If you are a young guy on a journey of self improvement, keep pushing, keep hitting those workouts at home or gym, keep waking up early, keep reading, learning, and chasing financial stability. Do not stop building yourself. The world needs disciplined, strong, capable young men. But change your blueprint. Stop modeling your life after a fictional broken monster just because the color grading on his movie clips looks cool. Patrick Bateman represents a man who built a perfect exterior to hide the fact that he was completely empty on the inside. Your goal should be exact opposite. Build an eternal character that is rock solid. Build integrity, honor, resilience, and true mental toughness. Real strength is not about building a massive wall to keep the world out so you can look down on it. Real strength is about building the internal capacity to handle whatever weight the world throws at you, while there still being someone's people around who you can rely on. Don't trade your real world potential just to copy a dark Hollywood satire. Throw away the face mask. Stop chasing the hollow aesthetic. Stop looking the wrong models. Start building something that is actually real, actually strong, and actually yours. Focus on the work, keep working, and build a life you don't have to pretend to be proud of.